The question comes, should you really hate a rival? I mean, it's such a mean, nasty word. But in the case of clean, old-fashioned hate, there's really no other choice. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Yellow Jackets offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. If you just can't get enough football, well, Georgia Tech was the one for you last year. Between the hedges, they went 8 overtimes before the Dogs finally prevailed. So are you guys ready to go another 8 extra rounds this time?
Absolutely not. I got a plane to catch. But I tell you what, it was one of the most exciting games in all of college football. And Tech with the huge lead early, all the momentum swings, and Palmer obviously in the booth was pretty solid too.
It was one of those games, David, you just hated that somebody had to lose. And I think back to Haynes King at quarterback for Georgia Tech, throwing for over 300 yards, running for over 100 yards. He was incredible. There was one costly fumble. Was it targeting? Wasn't it targeting? The call went Georgia's way. And then we were running out of ways to describe two-point plays, and we were running out of espresso late in the game. Bring your espresso for this one. It's going to be fun.
Going to swing it on second down. The throw. Quickly out to the tight end. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Catch in the middle. It's Phillips. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen.
There he goes. Oh, it's a fumble. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Looking to fire. Here's a hit. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
So Georgia's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Manning. Trying to burn this defensive back. Reels it in down the left side. They make the stop, but this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there. To the ground with the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another 1st down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. The give on the inside. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Georgia!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here's the handoff. Nice move to keep running. Turning it on. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Right back to him on the ground. Breaks the tackle. Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the marker. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Jukes his way for more. Running into the open space. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. The lone back's got it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? And now on 2nd down for this offense. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Got his man. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
Defense just didn't have an answer there on the slant throw. Once the completion was made, they just couldn't get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground.
The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the 1st half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And
man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. That brings him to within one.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
Back to throw, it's Manning. He rifles one deep to the left. He's got it! Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the... breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. He wants to change this route. Trying to get the edge on the right. Got some room in under the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And the PAT makes it 14-6. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. On the one hand, it's good to get points, but you can't keep settling for field goals on these drives. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. This Mike Backer showing some versatility. Think he always just has to stay home and play the run? He's bringing the pass rush that time.
No, this ain't old school football anymore, Reese. These guys got to be so athletic, and you see them blitz and run games and all the different things they can do aside from making the calls and being the communicator on defense. These guys are as versatile as it gets.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
Yeah, and you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Touchdown, Dogs! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off play action on first down. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. The Rambling Wreck and the Dogs have been fighting it out for a long time. You know, people forget Georgia Tech is a charter member of the SEC. That was a long time ago. First meeting back in 1893.
Yeah, and reportedly they wanted to join the SEC later, and Georgia said no. But how about this? Tech has a line devoted to Georgia in their fight song about how much they hate them. So that gives you an idea of how deep the hate is.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Marshall. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. His drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Soft spot in the middle. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is good. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He might want another play. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Manning. Bringing the heat. He wants to go deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Hit as he throws.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket, yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it, can't throw the football, can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires left. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Georgia sends out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And the quarterback will take a sack back in the 36. And the Yellow Jackets will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catch is made at the 15. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He leaves it with his back. Got the first down and more. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Pocket breaking down. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't...
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground here, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Defenses have had their hands full slowing this guy down all season long. It's the speed, and it's the open field running ability and vision. That's why he's second in the nation in rushing yards, and that's why he's square in the conversation for the Heisman Trophy.
Touchdown, Georgia! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Look out, he's got room. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Phillips. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. Pulls it in and looking upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Going with the ground game left.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Hand off from the shotgun. Got the first down and more. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense.
There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving. You give them a first down.
But right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
They'll try to get outside. Find some fresh air. Beck's going for the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the punishment has been extended. Things getting tough for the Jackets as the hairy dogs putting the bite into this one.
Georgia owning the Jackets, and they've owned this series, this rivalry, the hatred between the two. Right now, it's looking like that Governor's Cup going straight to the Dogs.
We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Gives it on the option. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Shaw. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. To the air on first down. There's the pressure. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point on.
Gets rid of it. With the catch, it's all. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On third down, he drops to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Phillips. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
The name of the game is protecting your quarterback. He can't have success or complete passes on his back. Let's get the quick passing game going, maybe hand the football off, but whatever we're doing, let's go the opposite direction.
Got a man in the middle, and he's knocked down.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
From the gun on third down. Zings it complete to the right. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Snagged in the middle, it's Taylor. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. On fourth down, looking to pass. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Quickly complete. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The hand to the running back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
And the Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Rides to back on the option, the give. All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.